looks like it'll be about perfect. Not gonna bitch out. Yeet, 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 yeet. Skirt. Good shit. Good shit. So I just thought we'd go out for a little cruise today in the E36. Kind of talk about why I got the car and what I plan on doing to it. Like I said in the last video, I picked up this car a couple weeks back, actually for a really good price. I picked the thing up for $1,600. Granted, the car did come with 252,000 miles on it, but honestly, like, the more I've been driving it around, the more like it just doesn't feel like it has that many miles. Like, I can rev it out in any gear and the thing will just chug along like it's nothing. No hiccups. It just pulls. Now this is a 318 IS, so it does come with the, I believe it is the M42, which is just BMW's little 4-cylinder. I think it makes something like 139 horsepower and somewhere around the same torque. One place it really shows its age though is in the suspension. Like, I move the steering wheel around and the body just rolls. It doesn't even move. Thankfully though, I do have coilovers coming. They were supposed to come in, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, but due to COVID, things are just delayed and taking a while. Surprisingly, some of the parts I ordered on Sunday have already come in. I just today had the rear subframe mounting plate plates come in today, and I also had the rear subframe bushings come in today. I remember when I first started looking for a drift car, I was absolutely against the idea of buying a BMW because just from my friends' experiences with them, family members who have had them, it just seemed like they were going to be way too expensive to work on and maintain. But the more I started to look and the more my friends started to push me to just get a BMW, I started to realize that they're honestly not that expensive to pick up. And then I started to look, and like, there's such a wide array of aftermarket parts for these E36s that I thought, you know, why not? I'm gonna be working on it myself, so I'm not gonna have to spend an ungodly amount of money to maintain the car, you know? Pretty much any work I have to do, I'll be able to do myself. And like, after a couple weeks of looking, I finally came across this car. It was $1,600, 252,000 miles. So immediately when I saw the car, I messaged a dude, and I was like, do you have a clean title? And are there any major issues? And he said, nope, no major issues, and I got a clean title. I'm like, sweet, when can I come pick it up? And me and my friend, we went up north 2 hours to go pick it up that same day. And we were surprised to find out when we get there that this family is kind of just, they're just a BMW family. And even with this car having 252,000 miles, it was their lowest mileage BMW, surprisingly enough. They even had like a 2007 like 325i that had more miles than this car. And I was absolutely blown away by it. I was honestly convinced that with how low the price was, like, there had to be something major wrong with the car. The only thing that really stood out during the test drive when we took it out was that the revs would start just hanging for no reason, just randomly. And the dude was like, yeah, it's been doing that for a little bit. We have no idea why. So when I got home, I popped the hood open, and I just kind of kept an eye on the throttle cable to see if like it was getting stuck or something like that. And turned out that the cruise control cable was causing the throttle body to jam up and not allowing it to close all the way. So I literally just went, snipped the wire, took out the cruise control, and the revs haven't hung since. Yeah, beyond the obvious suspension wear on this car, the car is in amazing condition. Like I said, the engine runs beautifully. The previous owner said that it does eat a little bit of oil. He said like every 4 to 5 fill-ups, I'll need to put some oil in it, but honestly, that's not too much of an issue. She just rips, honestly. It's like, it just brings a smile to my face driving this car. It might not have the most power, but I mean, my daily driver is a base model Fiat 500. Like, anything's faster than that to me, to be honest. Let's get on some back roads. God. I was telling my girlfriend the other day, like, this car almost feels like it feels nicer than my 2013 Fiat. Granted, that's not really saying much considering it's a Fiat. You know the old jokes, fix it again, Tony. I'll be drifting this car up at Spirit Peaks Raceway here in Washington. I know I have some friends that are looking to rent out the track here sometime during the summer, once everyone gets their cars all put together. So I'm hoping I can get this all buttoned up and put together by then. The downshifts, like they're just clean. It almost feels like they replaced the clutch before I bought this. The previous owner said that they had only owned it for like 9 months or something like that. They bought it for their kid, but their kid ended up wanting something else. But they said in the 3,000 miles or so that they drove it, it didn't really give them any issues. It was funny though, because while we were on the test drive, I was talking to the dude who was selling the car, and I was like, do you want to know why I'm actually buying this car? And he's like, yeah, sure. I'm gonna make it into a drift car. And he was just so excited once I said that. Like, immediately he was like, oh snap, I might have an extra differential for you back at the house, and I might have some wheels that you can take with you. So I ended up getting this car for $1,600, and the dude also threw in a full set of the Style 17 wheels. Sadly, he didn't have another diff. All the extra diffs he had were for an E30. When I initially got the car, I was halfway toying with the idea of slapping a turbo on it, but my friend convinced me that it would probably just be a better idea to just run this engine into the ground, because what our plan is, after this engine blows up, we want to try and throw in an inline 6 in it. I believe it's like the M50 or M52. Let's do a quick pull. Just a quick pull to 60. Well, not really quick, but yeah, the first set of mods I plan on doing to this car, like I said, I have coilovers coming in. I just got in the chassis reinforcement plates, and I also got rear subframe bushings and rear adjustable camber arms. So I'm excited. All those should be coming in within the next few days, and hopefully we'll be able to start installing some of this stuff. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.